We live, we live, we live. I don't know what's going on, but we live. So we're gonna make up our intro at this point. About 2 minutes, let the people roll in, man. It is what it is.
Terrible, bro. Man, StreamYard don't like us, bro. I swear it don't.
Oh, it's all good.
Hey, everybody, y'all, did the notification hit on Twitter or YouTube?
Yeah, it came through. It came through. Now my phone.
Terrible.
I don't get it, bro. But I'll take it. We live. We ain't gonna let no physical. I said physical difficulties.
Nah, I ain't physical. Not physical, my guy. You talk.
We ain't gonna let no technical difficulties mess with us, man. We're gonna do a manual intro. Normally we do about 2 minutes of a video intro. It don't want to work tonight, so we're not gonna keep messing with it. We're gonna just say screw it tonight. We're gonna let y'all file in slowly but surely, and we'll get started here in a few minutes. Shout out to Sergeant Sminkledorf. Said the NBA is rigged. What's new? 100%. We're gonna get into it for sure.
I didn't know that at all. Like, what's going on?
Man. Yeah, that's a man.
Definitely.
Man, this is
insane. Not a puppet master, bro. Don't feed me that, bro.
This is crazy.
Don't feed me that, bro. Let me post so fucking. Bro, this is ridiculous. Like, bro, we literally, we have the worst, like, the best division in basketball, bro. Like, we don't get no. When we going to the Spurs, Poop going to the Mavs, like,
it's insane, bro.
It's ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous.
Those of y'all coming in through YouTube, coming in through Twitter X, my camera, it don't want to work. It is what it is. At this point, we working through a lot of technical difficulties tonight. So that's why if y'all been seeing the video loaded or loading, that's why. But we're gonna get started here in just a minute. Just trying to let a few more get in here. A little bit different from my normal intro, but it is what it is. We're gonna make it work.
Yeah. Hopefully next week we'll be back to normal. But there's no guarantee.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. You know what I thought it was, bro? I thought it was StreamYard was down because everybody was, giving their live opinions and reactions to what was going on. So I said, oh man, Adam Silver done not only crashed the NBA, he done crashed the streaming platforms.
Yeah, because everybody probably, it's just, I don't know how I'm sounding. I can't hear none of my headphones. I sound straight.
Hear me? Yeah,
I can hear you. I just can't hear myself in my. You know how you can hear? I can't hear myself in my headphones at all. Yeah, that's the only problem.
It's all good. It's all good.
This is. I don't even know. Like, this is funny, bro. Like,
this is insane. Insane.
You know it's bad when Bron is calling out the BS. Even Bron has got all the bells in NBA.
I can't wait to get till we get started because he sure one to talk. That's all I got to say.
Yeah,
Bron, you the wrong person to talk. Bron can't say nothing. D Rose can't say nothing. Who else got drafted to their birthplace?
Patrick Ewing, he was going to the next biggest market, so that counts too.
Yeah, man, get out of here. There's a couple of these folks, man. Look, I'm gonna even say Memphis. We were supposed to get Ja Morant, but we got him. Thank you, Adam Silver. Appreciate you. We were supposed to get Cam Reddish or somebody. I think it was like pick 6. It was 6, 7, or 8.
Like 6, something like that.
Yeah, man. So I ain't mad at it. I respect it, but
it wasn't. It's kind of the same thing. We lost Mike Conley that same offseason. The next draft we get Ja Morant. So like, I guess we benefited from it, but it's still like the same, bro. Like this is it ain't the same, bro. Like, Ja Morant wasn't a consensus number 1 pick. Like, as much as I love Ja, Zion was consistent number 1 pick in that draft. But oh my gosh, bro, this is funny, bro. Okay,
I'm just giving a few more minutes. We're gonna go ahead and get it started, man.
All right, bro.
Appreciate y'all filing in. Slowly but surely, we just got to 100 live viewers. So we're gonna go ahead and pop it off. I'm gonna update this thumbnail because it didn't, with us going live, it didn't work right, but it's all good. We're cool. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it shape.
Let's see if I want this door open. Actually, can I? I don't want to remove. How you hide?
People. We finna get started. We started a little late. Technical difficulties. Anybody jump right in? We finna get started here in 1 minute, 7:20. We're gonna go ahead and get it started for y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us tonight. Appreciate y'all, my boy Evan. He back.
Yeah. Smooth operator. This is. It's how people this New Balance. Nico is a Nike Kobe guy. If they going with brands, bro, I don't know what to say, bro. If they putting this brands involved too, bro, I don't even know. I don't want to say no more, bro.
I don't get it either, man. But we're gonna go and get it popping. It's gonna hit 7:20. Let's do it. I think that's enough time.
Yeah, we got about 120 here on Twitter. I can't see how many on YouTube. Well, that may be YouTube right there. 120. Yeah.
All right. Welcome back. I am Chris Ingram.
And I am Evan Hayes.
And this is the No Bluffin podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies, man. We appreciate y'all tapping in with us. Had some technical difficulties tonight. StreamYard did not want us to be great. We've been trying to go live, man, for damn near an hour. So at this point, we definitely ain't going to be long because it's already been a lot of time wasted at this point. It ain't our fault. It ain't y'all fault. But we appreciate y'all tapping in on this Monday night. We try to make it to where we're going to go live 6:30 on Mondays on both platforms. But between the weather here at StreamYard, Adam Silver done broke the internet, streaming platforms, everything. It's all bad, man. But we here. We're going to go ahead and chop it up about, this number one pick situation with the Mavericks getting it out the blue. We're going to talk about a couple of Giannis Antetokounmpo rumors that have been kind of starting to spiral even more today with supposed demands and things like that he's looking for this next spot. We may touch on a little Jaren Jackson going forward with the team next year. We talked about Desmond Bane last week, so it's only right that we talk about the other co-star to Ja Morant moving into the offseason. So we got a little time. We will touch on that real quick. But we want to definitely interact with the chat because there's a lot going on, man. So we appreciate y'all tapping in. We almost at 200 live between the platforms. Appreciate y'all holding on for us. So before we do that, Evan, do you got any good news for me, bro? If not, it's okay. I know we already dealt with a lot, but you back in the M. You back in Memphis for the summer, man. How has it been treating you, brother?
It's been smooth, bro. I got home officially Thursday. I moved everything back. So that was cool. Finished off the year pretty decently. Just got done with finals on Sunday. Yesterday. Yesterday. Just got done with finals yesterday. So yeah, bro, just trying to get acclimated. That's pretty much it, bro. Like, I'm glad to be home, glad to be sleeping in my own bed, glad to see my friends and family. And I'm gonna try to make this summer smooth. So that's all I can really say. I'm looking forward to this summer, bro. So hopefully I can do this more consistently. I'm in my room, so y'all don't gotta worry about me switching back and forth for all that. But other than that, though, it's been smooth, bro. How about you? How was your week despite it going on? But how was the week?
Yeah. Last week was my birthday. This weekend was Mother's Day, so got to celebrate my wife. Didn't get to make it home with moms, but definitely, wishing all the mothers that tap into the show, or even if they don't tap into the show, everybody, has a mother or motherly figure in some form of fashion, and mentor or something. So, man, shout out to the moms, or the motherly figures out there. Yesterday or this weekend was definitely for y'all. So did that, and within the last week, man, got confirmation. I don't know if I said it on the show, man, but finally getting back into finishing school, bro. I've been out of school. Let me go and get myself some applause. Getting back into school, bro. I had a situation where I got sick back in when I was in it at the last point when I was in school, and my career was taking off professionally, and so with those two things, man, got to moving around and never went back, bro. And I was sitting here, and I had a situation. I won't go into too much detail, but basically looked into this, getting back in, and realized that I didn't realize it at the time. Talked to my advisor. He said, "Man, we can make something shake to where you can graduate like immediately. You just got to do one full semester this summer." I said, "What?"
Oh, that's smooth, bro. How many classes? How many classes you trying to take this summer?
It'll be 12 hours, but
so that's okay, about 4
yeah,
classes.
yeah. I gotta do basically 3 summer 1, and then summer 2 is like this basically the exit process. So I'll do that.
Yeah,
Finish that up in that 1 month, and then I should be walking. I believe it's August 8th, man. So I'm excited to get this shit past me, bro. It's been something
that's
that's been
dope, bro.
going on my side. I've been,
Mhm.
working on my professional career, and it haven't really affected me in that regard. So I haven't really worried about it. But I was like, man, it's time. It's time. So got
Yeah,
that
for
one
sure.
back. So I'm excited, bro. I start June 3rd, I think, and I'll be done this
Are
summer.
you back off and P?
Yep, but it'll be all online. So I was like, that's the other thing. It's
Gotcha,
like I've
gotcha.
been moving around. I've been back home in Memphis for a couple of years, and
Yeah,
I was like, damn, I could have been did this, but it was
yeah,
also some other little programs and stuff they added that kind of speed up the process. So anyway, like it's God time, and I ain't tripping. But I'm
that's
excited,
good, bro.
bro. For sure,
Yeah,
for
summer
sure.
classes ain't no joke, but if someone that takes summer classes doing summer classes this summer, it ain't no joke. But I know you'll be all right, but
It's a
it ain't no
crash
joke,
course.
G.
Yeah, I did it
Yeah.
before.
Mhm.
But not to this degree, and definitely not
Yeah.
with 2 children running around. So y'all pray for me, bro.
Put some prayer hands in the chat for Chris, bro. Because 4
Man,
classes with 2 children,
yeah,
I'm
dog.
taking 2. I'm only taking 2 this summer, and you taking 4. So
Yeah,
I got you. I
yeah,
got you.
we're gonna get it done. It's all good. It's
Yes, sir.
all good. Well, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and chop it up while y'all here. It's the summertime in regards to Grizzly content. It ain't really too much for us to talk to. Appreciate you for the prayers for sure.
So,
You don't know. I'm gonna need them, but man, I appreciate it. But yeah, it's not a lot going on with the Grizzlies right now. Yeah, we talked about the coach hire last week. Zach Kleiman will be here for next season. So as far as just Grizzly news, it's gonna be really, really slim, I would say, for the next couple of weeks for sure. We've been getting some clips of guys working out and things like that, and we can chop it up about that as we go. But damn all of that, because we were trying to come up with a show syllabus, and right before we was gonna hop on, the news dropped that Adam Silver is about to be investigated for collusion with whatever the NBA's LLC is for rigging the league once more and providing the Dallas
too many
Mavericks with
times,
number
bro.
1 pick in the 2025 draft. I'm gonna save my thoughts. Evan, you was driving on the way home, so we get the show done when this hit your phone. I was finishing lining up my little mustache and beard, trying to get all this extra hair off my face. Like, bro, what's going on? Like, what is it? Like, at this point, I get it, but like, what's happening, bro?
I
Like, where
don't.
we at?
The NBA is making it very apparent that they only care about the big markets, and the big market is going to get the big star. So they're going to be the puppet master and finagle their way into getting Cooper Flag, the consensus #1 overall draft pick. That's probably the highest rated recruit since Zion Williamson, to Dallas, who just, as everyone knows, frequently traded their star Luka Doncic to another big market in the LA Lakers. So, for as a Grizzlies fan, it's just very demoralizing that the fact, for me, it seems like the powers that be do not want the Grizzlies or just small market teams to be successful. Like, if you really look in the past few years, only small market team I can really think of that's been successful has been Milwaukee. I'm really trying to think. In San Antonio, they're not like a crazy small market. But Toronto, that's a big market. Golden State, huge market. LA, big market. Boston, big market. It's really hard for me to think a small market team besides Milwaukee in recent memory that has won a championship. Like, I think I know Detroit won in '04, but so it just sucks, bro. Like, it sucks. I'm not saying this is the end all be all. The Grizzlies can still make moves to circum this, outside pressure and all that, being that Cooper Flag is going to be in our division that we're going to see 4 times a year, obviously. But it's definitely makes the road a lot harder, bro. And it just demoralizing the Grizzlies fan. I hate that. Everybody has known the NBA has been like puppet master teams for a long time. You had LeBron going to the Cavs, you had D Rose going to Chicago, you had Patrick Ewing going to the Knicks. Like you can go down and down of like stars getting Fanuga through the draft or the lottery to go
Shit,
to
Wemby. Everybody called the
Wemby.
Spurs
Yeah,
getting Wemby. We knew that was happening. We knew it.
like they had the picture when Wemby he was like 5 years old, in
Come
this
on,
little
dog.
Spurs jersey, bro. Like Tony
Pop
Parker
on
and
his way
friends.
out.
Yeah, like pop on his way. Yeah, Tony Parker. Tony Parker's like his mentor in France. Like it was too many connections, bro. So like it sucks, bro. Like it sucks that Grizzlies are just small market teams, don't get the same favor, but you got to get in where you fit in. So we just got to do our best to, as a front office and the fan base, to support this team. But it makes it a lot harder. When I was driving home, I literally said, "What the f?" I was like, "Ain't this bad?"
Me
I
too.
said that stupid. I was like,
I almost
I was,
plugged my whole side of my beard up. Like it would have been a big
I was,
gas right here. Y'all would have saw like, man, what happened to
bro.
man? I ain't get to fight with a tiger. That was just me
Nah.
getting a bad notification. Like what?
It wasn't the gorilla. It wasn't the gorilla that got you. It
Nah,
was
nah.
notification that got you. Yeah, bro. So it sucks, bro. Like
Oh
that's as
man.
much as I can say. It sucks, bro. I can't even be mad because it's like it's what the NBA gonna NBA, bro. And Adam Silver, who gonna check Adam Silver? Nobody. So
Nobody.
yeah, bro. That's all you can
Yeah.
really do, bro.
Let's get to some of these comments real quick. Sergeant said he is fed
I'm
up,
fed
bro.
up.
Man,
Me
I
too, bro.
feel you. We all
I'm right
fed up.
with you,
Like
bro.
what?
I'm sick of it, bro.
Kevin
I'm sick
Davis
of it,
said
bro.
Dallas Mavericks can play without Luka Doncic. I mean, yeah, especially at this point, all them
But
caskets and shit they
yeah,
had out front of it, they gonna pull up with some I was gonna say something crazy. They gonna be back with horse and carriage for sure.
yeah.
Depending
There'll
on
be a
what
whole
happens
bunch of
with this number one
flags.
pick. Yeah,
A whole bunch
yeah.
of flags. Just
All
waving
kind of
them.
flags, Trump
All
flags,
type of flags.
Mexican flags, Dallas
Flags.
Maverick flags,
American flags. The state of Texas
LGBT
flags.
flags,
Everybody flag.
Black
Everybody flag.
African
We can get
flag. It's gonna be
flags.
everything. Yeah.
The state of Dallas, not the state of Dallas, the city of Dallas is gonna just rejoice and just have everything
Yep.
just a parade downtown Dallas. Just woo, we got Cooper. Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gonna
mm-mm-mm.
get wild, man. This
It's
is this
finna get wicked,
documentary
bro.
of this last 6 months of the NBA is gonna be wild. Um, I got Smooth Southpaw said that Cooper has a brother named Ace. I did not know that. Good grief.
He does. He's not as good as Cooper, but he's pretty good though. He's not a top 5 draft pick, but if he keeps
Yeah,
developing, maybe
we'll
he'll make the
see.
league one day.
God bless him with that athletic ability. We'll see.
Yeah, that's true.
Marcus Jackson said the NBA is not rigged at all. Yeah, I know that's sarcasm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope you're being sarcastic.
it's
Yeah,
rigged as hell. But this one had me laughing. You was talking. This one came through. He said Zach Klavin should be fired. Not saying that I disagree because I agree, but for this
of
particular
course.
reason, I can't rock with you. Because what the
I just
hell?
need Zach Kleiman to do whatever
That's
Nico
hilarious,
did to
bro.
make a deal with the devil to like have this. With
He
Zach
already
Kleiman just do the
did.
same
Do
thing.
you see how he be twitching? He be twitching and shit. He did something,
he gotta
goddamn.
make, he gotta make another deal because we getting the short end of the stick on the deals. He gotta get some. Well, we know he can't negotiate, so hey, he can't even make a
Right,
deal.
right. Oh, yeah. He may have
Negotiate.
made a deal. He made a badass deal.
He made a bad deal. He made a bad deal.
Oh,
That's
bro, you
probably what
got me
happened, bro.
wilding.
Nico made a good deal with the devil, aka Adam Silver. Like, yo, we'll trade Luca,
Adam
catch
Silver's
the
the
Heat for
devil.
like.
You saying that?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's what I'm saying. That's what
He
I'm
the
saying. I
Antichrist,
ain't
bro?
seen the action deal. I ain't. Hey, he kind of, with the bald head. He looked like the dude
Oh
the
shit. We
horror
finna
movie.
get shut down off YouTube. Oh Lord.
He gonna find this like, all right, man. Them two dudes from Memphis. All right, let's get the
To
dude
do shit. I didn't say that. Put your social back up. Hold on. Let me put your where your social at?
Ah, next
You can
week, Chris
follow him
grabbing new
on
colors, bro.
socials. X out the one with the C. Do the one with the E. Don't that's him.
Anyway.
Oh
The
boy.
powers that be, whoever the puppet master is, Nico made a good deal with that man because he committed malpractice. It's not even it's that, but I don't get how a GM can commit malpractice and trading away a generational talent, and 4 months later he gets another generational talent. Like,
Yeah.
nah, bro. He gets awarded of that, bro. Nah, bro. Come on.
Yeah. I think I get my thoughts. We'll get back to the chat. Initially, when the news dropped, I said, damn, we just screwed ourselves. We went out, we beat the Mavericks, and then got embarrassed on national TV for a week and a half straight by getting our ass kicked by the Thunder. Our team from the damn to get broken up. The fan base done crashed out. All of this for nothing, and we could have got the number one pick. That was my initial reaction. Like, and I've seen a lot of that on Twitter, but like Grizzly fans are wilding out already. And I get that premise as an initial reaction. When you take a step back and look at the landscape, it's highly, like very highly, that we would have gotten that number one pick. Number one, we had of the lottery, we would have had the best record, which means we would have had number 14. People think because the Mavericks, they lost, that they automatically were the 14th seed. That's not how that works. It still would have been based off record.
46. They were 2 games under 500. We were a lot of games over 500. So
a lot of games.
I did the math. I feel like we would have, because we were 44 and 38 to end the season now, I think. Yeah. I think we were 44 and 38, but like 46. No, we were 46 and 36. Yeah. We were 46 and 36 to end the season now. The highest we could have been was probably like 10 with like how the things.
Oh, you're talking about after the lottery, with the lottery odds actually going through.
Yeah. If Grizz would have lost that game and not made the play-in or not made the playoffs, we would have been between 14 and 10. So we wouldn't have got Cooper, but I get why people had that reaction. But you have to actually look at the numbers.
The initial.
The initial, I get it. But you know.
Yeah, we wasn't getting it. The other thing too, we didn't trade a goddamn Luka a couple months ago.
Maybe, we traded Ja Morant.
Right. Yeah. And then it would have been all kind of collusion talk on that too. So if he wasn't going to the Mavericks, we all kind of theorized. Let me ask you this: where did you think before the lottery went down? Like, if you would have had to put money on it, where do you think the number one pick was going before the lottery happened?
Charlotte. I was saying Charlotte.
Real?
I feel like they want to put him and LaMelo together and he's from Duke, North Carolina connection. Keep him centered, even though he's from Maine, but like keep that Duke to North Carolina connection. So I thought he was going to Charlotte. Young star LaMelo, young star Brandon Miller, young star Cooper Flag. So I thought he was going to go to Charlotte, honestly, but obviously I don't know anything about basketball, obviously. So
now you don't know about scamming. That's what it is, scamming. You know basketball, you don't know scamming.
Yeah, because clearly something went wrong. Something went up. So I thought we're about
wrong. It should go wrong at all. It went exactly how it's supposed to go. Adam Silver, he's on this shit for about 5 weeks now. What he's about to do?
Yeah.
Man, that's hilarious. I think if I had to choose, bro, I was thinking it was gonna be either Brooklyn or somehow it was gonna get screwed into going to the Rockets. That's what I was thinking. I think my third, or if you want to say honorable mention, would have been the Spurs, but like that's just like crazy unfair. That's like Cooper Flag and Wemby for the next whatever, 15
years. Yeah, like come on, bro.
Yeah, like that's just insane. If Pop was still coaching, I think it would have happened though. If Pop didn't go down like that, I think I'd go down. That man ain't still around. My bad. But
he's still alive. He's still he's still in the franchise.
Well, that's Draymond was talking like he was at his funeral. That man was like, yeah, I know he's still alive, but I'm talking like he's dead. That's my bad. But yeah, I think if that would have happened, that was more likely. But after that happened, I was like, yeah, Brooklyn is probably gonna get this man. But it is what it is, bro. We got a quick question in the chat. Where did it go? Rexon, I may be saying your name wrong. I don't even know if it's supposed to be pronounced together. But in y'all opinion, who you gonna be better between Luka or Flag? You talking about long term, as far as personal stats, or are you talking about accomplishments? Like when I say accomplishments, I'm talking about like championships and shit. I think. Yeah. What you think, bro? Like, who you think gonna have a better career? Let's just go with it.
It's hard to put anyone above Luka because Luka was an All-NBA 6 out of his first 7 seasons in the NBA. So it's kind of hard to say that Cooper going to be a top 5 player in the first 7 or 6 years in his career. Because short answer, I'm gonna say Luka, but I'm gonna put the reason why I say Luka is because Luka was immediately good coming off. He played international Boston. He was like 14, so he was used to a pro style game. Like even though it's different. Cooper, in all due respect, like he's still an 18, 19-year-old dude, who still has to learn the NBA. I don't think he's a better prospect than Wemby coming out. I don't think he was a better prospect than Zion coming out. I'm just trying to think of like number one picks or like top picks that like went early and then was immediately successful to have like immediate impact. So I'm just gonna say Luca because I don't feel like Cooper Flag is that damn great to just have immediate success starting off and to prepare his career. But do I feel like he's gonna be a very, very good player? Of course I do. But I'm gonna say Luca because Luca was way more polished coming out and that he just got better. And with Cooper, his trajectory, his trend gonna be a little slower probably because he still coming, he's freshly out of college and all that.
Yeah, I'm with Goon the shooter. Shout out to Goon. He said Luca, glorified, overrated ball hog. Not, I mean, he's skilled. He's cold. Like Luca is a bad man. I ain't gonna hold you. But I picked on this comment to pretty much like I've documented saying this. I feel like Luca's playing style is not championship winning basketball.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
He's gonna get hella accolades. He may go down, as a top 10 player himself of all time, just because dude is he's got it when it comes to playing basketball. But when it comes to playing winning basketball, he's yet to show me that he's able to get it done in that regard. Yes, he made it to the finals last year, had a great team around him, but I said that before he made it to the finals. I'm gonna keep saying that. He didn't look great against the Timberwolves. And I just can't respect somebody that can't get in no damn shape that plays basketball, bro. Like you play 82 games a year and you still like your BMI is like 25. You tripping, dog. Like that's insane.
It's
So
bad. It's bad,
yeah,
bro.
I see why Nico probably had his feelings. That's crazy. So let me ask you this: is it any chance in hell? Let me go back to what we had on here. Is there any chance in hell that the Mavericks trade that pick for a star, in your opinion?
There's
Why
no
not?
chance because number one, well, this is going off of if we're going off the assumption that Nico made the deal and the NBA didn't make the deal, I don't think Nico wants to get alienated a second time in December of the year by trading away Cooper Flag. And two, from the basketball side of it, he literally fits what they need. Like Kyrie guard, AD big. They need a solidified wing. And Cooper being asked to not be the number one option on the team, to just play his role, which is gonna be a great defender, getting up and down and just attacking the mid range against the cup. Like it's literally laid out perfect for him. Like this is literally in a competitive situation. This is probably the best situation he could have gone to. Every time down, he's gonna be third option, and he can just literally grow his game being a third option on a contending team. So he's gonna be playing legitimate contending basketball early. He's gonna have two very good mentors in Kyrie and AD, who's won championships. So if there is any way in hell that they trade him, I feel like Nico may have to get on witness protection program because I don't think the city of Dallas is gonna like him trading. Like, yeah, you can say get a Giannis, but Giannis and AD don't really make sense. Like, who would you go out and get that would
Why it
fit
don't?
better? You said what?
Why it don't?
Because they both kind of play they both need them like playing center, and you feel me? Like I just don't think it fits basketball wise. Like they
One's
both
a
play center,
driver,
they both
one's a
play the
post
four.
player. One can stretch it out, one can't.
They both
Oh
like
my
playing.
God. Bro, go turn your PS5, Xbox, whatever you got on. Put them two fools on the same team and run pick and roll
Well,
all
yeah,
night.
it'll work in
And see if
2K.
somebody stop it.
It'll work in, yeah, it'll work. Obviously, it worked in 2K. Obviously, it's
You
freaking
got
2K.
Kyrie. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know,
Maybe
dog.
I'm tweaking. I don't know. Maybe it's just I feel like the paint be too clogged up with both of them in there. Maybe I'm tweaking. Like yeah, AD can stretch the floor, but AD not like a knockdown like 40% for game 3-point shooter. Like he still lives in the paint still. So defensively it'll be crazy. Defensively, no one's scoring on them. They're having the best defensive rating of all time if those two in the paint. Obviously, but maybe I'm tripping. But I don't
I
think.
think, go ahead, my bad.
No, you got it. Like I just don't see it happen just because the alienation of Nico may be some flipping crazy. And that's a lot of like if you trade him to another friend, that means that franchise has to blow it up. And do I see Milwaukee blowing it up? Maybe I'm kind of like 60-40 on they will blow it up 40. So it's just a lot of things have to go a lot of butterfly effect would have to happen if they trade Cooper, which I feel like is a little less likely than them keeping him.
Do they do it is one question. Should they do it is another. I don't think they do it because you need somebody, especially with a team that is, let's just be honest, that team is older at this point. You got Kyrie, which is on the other side of 30, AD on the other side of 30, Klay Thompson on the other side of 30. Like your top three guys who are well accomplished in their career, they on the other side of it. And you just traded away the dude that's, how old is he? 25, 26, Luka?
Luka, yeah, he's 25, 26,
he in that range. Like if the guy that you thought was going to be there for 15 years, if that, I don't know if his body's going to hold up that long with the way, he be in shape. But in theory, you traded that away. You got to bring somebody back in that's going to get their fan base excited for the next couple of years. And he's white. Like you replace the Great White Hope with another Great White Hope. I'm sorry. And he's actually from America. So
you're actually from America. So he can resonate with the American people. So it makes sense,
Yeah. You got Dallas, which is America's team down there. He's supposed to be Captain America. Like, it
works out. Hey, you want to hear a real funny fact? Dallas is the first city in 22 years to win the #1 draft pick in the WNBA and NBA draft in the same year. Because Dallas Wings got Paige Beckers and they won the WNBA.
Oh man, they finna
You can't tell me this ain't. You can't tell me this wasn't rigged, bro. Like,
look,
the Cowboys.
No. I got something for you. Screw George Pickens. Who is the great white quarterback that's finna come out in the NFL draft next year?
Arch Manning. They finna get Arch Manning.
My God.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
He's from Texas.
Shit.
Gosh. Oh my God.
Man.
Oh my God.
He's
from Texas.
Oh man.
Dallas, nah. Y'all just blew my mind, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What other sport they got down there? The Dallas
they got the Rangers. They got Texas Rangers. They got the Texas Rangers. I don't know enough about baseball to say anything.
Who the hockey team down there? Like, oh shit.
Damn, what's the hockey team in Dallas?
They got little Connor Johnson finna come up out of the best hockey player in the world. Man, they finna go crazy in Dallas. They cheating, bro. What's going on, bro?
So Dak, this one Dak mysteriously gonna like take a leave of absence from the team or something. Like,
no, that fool finna trade. He asked for a trade. He's sick of that ass.
I'm trying to do it. He's gonna ask for a trade, and then they're gonna tank this year. And they finna get Arch Manning with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, Micah Park. Oh my gosh, why is Dallas getting out?
Going down, bro. It's going down.
It's going down in Dallas, bro.
Damn.
So they got Paige Beckers, Arch Manning, Cooper Flag, Kyrie.
Out of pocket, bro. They going crazy.
Nah, this ain't fair, bro. I may move to Dallas, bro. I may go to school in Dallas next year, bro. I don't know, bro.
Let's go on do
it. The vibes gonna be crazy in Dallas, bro. The vibes gonna be wicked, bro.
Yo,
oh my God.
I'm gonna be the only Grizzly fan down there, but it is what it is.
I'm be the only Grizzly, but the vibes gonna be crazy.
Time, bro. But yeah, man. This is obviously set up. I mean, we all know that. People had speculation about the trade when it first happened. You connect the dots at this point. Nico still got his job. He been having to deal with all the hate and all that. What y'all gonna say now? It's a win-win. He could trade that pick for I really only see it being like a Giannis, or maybe you looking at not Brooklyn, Boston, depending on what happens. And are they playing tonight?
Yeah, they're playing right now, actually.
Oh, let's check in with that live. What's the score on that game? Speaking of them,
I just had it because Boston. For y'all don't know, Boston can't pay everybody. The luxury, the second apron is finna kill Boston. But Boston's about
11.5.
Yeah, they about 11 right now.
Lose so bad, bro, so bad because there's some potential.
Boston lose.
Yeah, like I'm looking at them a lot, bro, because like you said, they can't pay everybody. I think it was reported like that luxury tax bill, if they keep that team together, it'll be like over 500 mil, like almost $1 billion in luxury tax. That's not including the salaries and the stadium and all that stuff that you got to pay. Like, that's insane. So I'm looking at them as somebody that potentially, and I know the media is trying to push like, oh, maybe they'll get off of Drew, or maybe they'll get off of Porzingis. No,
it's not enough money, bro. Nah.
Tatum or Brown. Save them. Yes. It's going to be one
Tatum
of them.
or Brown, bro. Nah, bro.
And it's probably gonna be Brown because he don't even like living in Boston like that. He's sick of,
It's
he
too
all
racist for him. It's
Mr.
too
Woke.
racist for him. It's too
So
racist for him.
I don't know if you give up the number 1 pick for him, but hey, I'm just
if
watching
Cooper
a lot.
Go to the Celtics, bro, I'm gonna just hate everything. If Cooper goes to this, they get traded to the Celtics, bro, and you put Jaylen Brown and Kyrie Irving in the backcourt together with Anthony Davis. You made me sad all over again, bro.
Yep, I got King Meeks tapping in. Appreciate you, bro. Ham. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, it's a lot of possibilities. It's something for us to talk about for the next couple months. See what's gonna happen. Well, damn, the draft is next month. For the next month, next 30 to 45 days. But yeah, man, anything else you got on this Cooper flag assumptively going to the Mavericks with them getting number 1 pick before we jump to the next subject?
Silver, you need Silver. Somebody come get you one day. I don't know who it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be me because I ain't trying to go to jail. But somebody come get you. Somebody gonna get you one day, bro. Cause you doing too much, bro. You doing way too much, bro. Like you doing too much, bro. You rigging, you making all the wrong decisions and making the right decisions for the wrong team. Like that's all I got, bro. David Stern did the same thing. So I really can't be mad because hey, it happens in the NBA.
Yeah, he was out here vetoing shit. Well, he should have. It is what it is. We'll talk about that another time. I ain't gonna
Chris
waste
Paul
it.
would have had a ring. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's all I gotta say. Chris Paul would have had a ring. That's all I gotta say. Kobe would have had 6. Hey, what do I know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. The Giannis trade rumors are heating up, literally. A lot of stuff is coming up now, and it could all be fake, bro. It could be 100% not true. It could just be stuff that people like we do on Twitter all the time. Throw a bunch of shit at the wall, see what sticks, and what don't stick. We don't talk about it like we never said it. And what does stick is like, oh, I was right. You know what I'm saying?
I was right. I called it.
Man, you called a lot of shit, but hey, we ain't gonna talk about the misses, but it is what it is. It is a couple of things came out today talking about he prefers if he is moved a team that has no state tax. He trying to keep his bread. I ain't mad at you, brother. You're getting paid that amount of money. I want to keep my bread too. My camera does not want to focus, but it is what it is.
So it does not. It's okay.
But that was one of the things that came out. The other thing that came out was he wanted to be paired with a team that has a star player. I don't know how I feel about that because he got Dame with him already. So it's kind of like are you crapping on Dame? You know what I'm saying? Like the dude that tried to kind of help save you.
Yeah, save you. Like he literally he uprooted his whole family because he wanted to play with you. But
yeah, hey. I don't know if I rock with that statement too much.
Maybe he meant younger star. Maybe he meant younger or like healthy star. Maybe, but he didn't say it. He would have just said that. But that's still like kind of a dig at Dame. No matter what you say, it's a dig at Dame. But
slick.
It's kind of messed up regardless. So
Yeah. So let me ask you this: when you hear those two things, when you hear those two potential demands on where he wants to go to his next potential team, where do you land on? And we can keep Dallas in it. I ain't gonna say cut them out, but like where does your mind go when you hear those things? Is a potential landing spot or probably the main landing spot where he wants to go? I even heard something where he said, and I don't know if this is true, so don't fact check me on this, but he prefers a city that starts with M. Now that could be Miami, that could be Memphis, that could be Milwaukee. Minnesota. Well, that's a state, but
Minneapolis.
Yeah, there you go. Help me out, bro. Yeah. What's your thoughts, bro? What's your thoughts on that? You think first of all, do you think it's anything to that? Probably not. But in the event that it is, like, where does your mind go when you hear those two things? Because I know where my mind went. I know where a lot of people on Twitter mind went to.
Yeah, like obviously, I want to say the Grizzlies because we have a star. Tennessee has no state income tax, and the money makes sense. But unfortunately, we've been down this road where it's made sense for us to get a star, but we haven't got him yet because unfortunately, we either don't pull the trigger or just people just outright say they don't want to come to Memphis. Jimmy Butler said he didn't want to come to Memphis. KD didn't want to come to Memphis. I feel like Giannis in Memphis fits more just Giannis' personality. He's a very like family oriented, kind of small city type of guy. I feel like Giannis would love it here. Like the fact that the way that the city embraces his players. I feel like Giannis would love that, but we had to get him here in the first place. And do I see him doing that? I hope he do, because now with Cooper in our division, I feel like we need something. But no, obviously, I feel like the Spurs is still like a dark horse because who wouldn't want to play with a 7'5" alien and play with the tutelage of the San Antonio Spurs like franchise. Like even though Greg Popovich ain't coaching, Greg Popovich is in the building and still going to be involved in the basketball operation day to day. So that's number two. I heard people talking about Miami, but I just don't think Miami is good enough to like. I don't feel like that move. I feel like that's a linear move instead of a lateral move for Giannis. Dallas, as much as I hate it, it makes sense. So like if I had to rank them, of course, as a Dallas Grizzlies fan, it would be Grizzlies number one, and then two, it would be the Spurs, and then three, it would be Dallas. But obviously, the problem in that is both of those teams are in the Grizzlies division, so no matter what, something has to shake. Uh, so I feel like it makes sense. I feel like we make this sense the most because arguably, I feel like out of all we have, you can say about Wemby and Ja, probably Wemby has a higher trajectory than Ja. I can confidently say that, but I feel like Ja has a higher trajectory than anyone on the Mavericks, even with Cooper Flag on the team. I still think Ja has a higher trajectory of what he can be with anyone else that fits that billing. So I hope he comes here, but we're gonna have to do some major convincing to get him here because no one's going to Memphis, bro. Like he said, and the
Shit.
thing is, he said he likes to play with Ja. Like he gives Ja a lot of credit. Like he has talked extensively how much he likes Ja as a player. But again, living here, like people don't understand, like these guys are moving like their families and like their whole livelihoods to a different city, and that's a big decision. So unfortunately, we just haven't had the luck of guys wanting to come here, especially like the big wig guys. So that's kind of how I see it.
Yeah. I know he been linked to Miami for years now.
Yeah,
Seemed like
yeah, everybody is.
really
Everybody
every
is.
off season because the whole Pat
Yeah,
Riley, he plays tough. He
yeah,
wants to play the right way. He's been linked to them for a while. I disagree with you with Miami for the simple standpoint of I never understood when it happened why Jimmy went to Miami. I'm like, why leave the 76ers? I get the money thing, but like you going to Miami where literally it was nothing. That team, that franchise pretty much was depleted from the big three era. D Wade was, basically out at that point. They had
yeah,
no identity. And he basically came and revived them really quickly, I guess you could say. Never really got a co-star down there to play with him, but he's taking them to multiple NBA finals. Very close to being a champion while down there and didn't really even have enough help, when you look at it. So I think just the aesthetic and the city that Miami is, I don't think you got to do too much to convince people to come play with you there. And if you got a Giannis as a building block, I think that's easy to make it happen. But I am 100%. If those things are the case, then Memphis got to be in the running because I look at, like, I hear people say San Antonio. You tell me what that deal looks like. Like a San Antonio deal, anything that you do that it involves them, you got to have the money to make it work. Giannis is a 60 million plus player.
yeah.
Wemby don't make money and you ain't moving him anyway.
Stephen Castle gonna make money.
It's
He on
not
his
enough
rookie deal.
money there. You
Yeah,
just got De'Aaron Fox. Why would you move him? You would want him to play with the other two guys. So at that point, who you trading? Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell. I think they
Harrison
make like 20.
Barnes. Harrison Barnes, maybe like that's a
Yeah, you can
decent
throw
size
in all the
contract.
picks you want, but like, why would they want to do that? Like, what makes them want to go get Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, aging? What you just say, Harrison Barnes?
Harrison Barnes, yeah,
Like, and then picks. Like,
yeah.
no, that's not a good start for a rebuild. You want to know why? Because come on up the street to Tennessee. Let me holler at you real quick. Let me tell you what we got for you.
Mm-hmm.
Number one for you, Giannis. We have what I saw. Shout out to. I was actually watching the video before I came on. Where was it at? Damn, I just saw it. It was talking about the lemon pepper wings.
Oh, yeah, he
Damn,
was like, "This is Memphis." He was like, "The barbecue." Yeah, I saw it. I saw that.
yeah,
He
I
was
was
like,
gonna
"This
put the
is
comment
Memphis."
up, but I can't find it. I don't know what happened to it. My bad. I think it was Marcus Jackson that said something about it. Um. Anyway. Yeah, the man love lemon pepper wings. Well, guess what, bro? We are the wing capital. I don't care what nobody say. about Atlanta. I would love to go to King of Diamonds or whatever that strip club is in Atlanta. Me and my wife will probably go, or Magic City. Yeah, there you go. Me and my wife will probably go up in that jump one time and get some food, look at some stuff, and get on up out of there. Probably a fun night. But they ain't messing with Memphis wings. Just like you got a church on every corner, bro. We got a wing spot on every corner. Just don't go to Central Barbecue to get your wings, because don't do that.
Don't do that.
If anybody tells you to do that, don't listen to them. Just I don't care.
From
like they dry rub,
they're
like
tours.
Stop.
They're tours. Nah,
yeah. Matter of fact, if they tell you to go to Central Barbecue for their barbecue, probably just gonna get away from them too. Like, I'm cool on that. Like, stop. Yeah. You in Memphis. You are not in. You're not in Nashville or anywhere.
Chattanooga, something like that.
Yeah, you in the M. Go get you some M wings, dog. That's number one. You love chicken wings. You said it before. Number two, it's a basketball city. You got all these kids. You want to raise them up in basketball culture. You can put them in private school. They can go to Briarcrest. They can go to Hardin Academy. They can go to all these. Yeah, man, we got plenty of programs for you. If you want to go, down the street, Olive Branch, you want to go South Haven, we got that for you too. Wherever you're choosing. You decide what you want to do with that, but we got you. At least for the these couple years. They may not even be old enough to they babies. Anyway, we thinking now.
Yeah, they're like elementary school age. Like they're very young,
Yeah. Hey, you can move up out of here by the time they're in high school. Do your thing, bro. But you got John's AAU team that you can just literally just put them in that program and they can grow in that. There you go. You are the part owner of a Nashville soccer team, which is 3 hours away, 2.5 if you're driving fast. If you got a fly fight, you can probably get there in 15. Like you right there. Yep. You right there. Like, what do you like? Come on, bro. Like, and then here's the thing: when you get here, guess who you're gonna have to play with? Ja Morant, the guy that you are very complimentary of. Like, multiple videos out there of you complimenting this guy. Yes, he went through his issues or whatever. But I can't think of a better 1-2 punch in the NBA than them two. Like, people can say Ja's 1A, 1B. They just had this conversation. I don't care. Put them on the same court together. We will figure that out, because Ja has needed a legit guy to play off of his whole entire career. He's had people get mad like, oh, why is Ja? We always gotta call 12, and we always got to depend on him. It's because people ain't stepped up, and he's never had a guy that can he can throw the ball to and trust. And so, like, you give him that, you got that. You got a bunch of young talent coming up. Gigi Jackson, Jalen Wells, that can be your 2 guard. We got, crazy ass Cam Spencer that said is a Grizzly Bear. We got Zach Edey here for you. That's growing into being like a baby Brook Lopez that you won a title with. Like, he can come here and even, help mold him into that, or we can do something else different. It don't matter, but he's here. Goddamn it. Like, he's already in place.
He's already here.
We got grit and grind. We got the history, the culture, and everything like that. Tony Allen, Zach Randolph, Zach Randolph sitting courtside
all the time.
Like, bro, just go on, come. Like, I know people say, well, what would you give up? Like, we don't want to give up to, man. Screw all that. I would send Jaren Jackson Jr. and Desmond Baines as clean up the Mississippi River to bring Giannis Antetokounmpo back to Memphis, bro. Like, it's not even a conversation.
Quick, fast, and a hurry, bro. Like, I don't care what we gotta do. Send those two, send them up to Wisconsin with all the cheese they want, bro. Like,
yeah, cheese curd. I love Culver's. Shit, I eat Culver's all the time. I love they brought that down here, but they can eat the real stuff up there. Like, bro, that you're not getting a better package in the NBA than Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson, and 3 to 4 first-round picks. If I gotta give you a prospect, as long as it ain't Jalen Wilson, Zach Edey, hey, do what you got. I don't want to give you GG, but I will have to talk about him. I'm having some conversations or some thoughts about what about GG right now. I would try to hold off, but if I got to do that to get Giannis, I got to get Giannis, bro. I got to do that because who's not gonna want to come to Memphis? We talk all that shit, but if you are a free agent and you have the ability to go play with Ja, the coolest player, most exciting player in the NBA, and you got Giannis on a champion, Greek freak on the side of him, bro. Come on, bro. Like, that's just you're not.
No other team in the league has, if that happens, have 2 legit MVP candidates on their team, like in their prime of their career. No one in the league has that.
Like, you can prime. What? Come on,
That's the
bro.
whole point. Like you can talk about like Boston, like Jaylen Brown and the MVP candidate. Jason Tatum has never risen to that MVP candidate. Like you can go like to Denver, they don't have that. You can go to Dallas, they don't have. They're not in their prime. Like no one in the NBA will have 2 top 10 players in their prime at the same exact time. You won't see that. Like you can say LA, LeBron's been past his prime. Like it makes sense on paper. It makes everything you just laid out. I agree with
On
everything you
paper,
just.
on the court,
It makes
financially,
all financially. It makes sense.
economically.
Economically, it makes sense in the world. Milwaukee, what's the population of Milwaukee? I bet it's similar to Memphis. I bet it's similar because Memphis got like 600,000 people.
It's probably a little bigger, I would think.
So
but it's still a small market in comparison,
yeah.
though. And see, he a humble guy, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. What made me pause, fall in love with his personality a little bit more this past playoffs or whatever was his answer to the question. They was like, you know, do you think you can do it here? Like, what do you? And they asked him that every single playoffs, bro. But he gave this long, just thoughtful answer about how his dad raised him, how he came up, how they was in a country where they weren't supposed to be. They didn't want to get deported. And basically, no, long story short, he was basically trying to say, like, I was taught to be humble. I raised my kids the same way. I'm doing that, you know, I live my life the same way. This ain't a dude that cares about being in the flashy big market. If he go there, he'd probably be happy. But that no state sales tax is a big thing, bro. Because if you go somewhere and you got to cut that 60 mil in half immediately before you even spend it, but you can keep it here, bro. You can buy Memphis. Why you can buy you a neighborhood, bro? What you want to do, bro? It's tax free.
You can buy Cordova, you can buy Arlington, you can buy Eads, you can buy Midtown, you can buy whatever little suburb you want.
Cooper Young, you want to buy
Bartlett, you can buy Germantown. Shoot,
Orange Mound, man. Go ahead, revamp Orange Mound. We got it for sale.
Go ahead, buy the mound, bro. Go ahead, buy the. Put a mansion in the middle of the mound, right by Melrose, bro.
We'll call it Freak Mound. Freak Mound. What you want to do, bro?
Freak Mound. You can put a mirror of you in the middle on the side of Melrose High School. You can see you make Melrose Private School. Send your kids to Melrose, right. Some other kids to Fairleigh. Revamp Fairleigh. You know,
come on, man.
Do everything. You'll be straight.
Yeah. I'm trying not to look at this from a homer stance, bro. I'm looking at what has come out. Again, it may not even be true. And like I told a couple people that I've had conversations about this with, like, it's probably not gonna happen. But is it a fun, just thoughtful exercise to even think about the possibilities of that shit? Absolutely, bro. I was talking, shout out to Candy. We was tweeting it on the timeline, talking about like the fit with Giannis and Ja, just because of the shooting concerns there. And my response to that, because I understand it, but I think, like, as the NBA and as basketball just consumers, we've gotten away so much away from like the basketball we watched growing up because of all of this 3-point shooting stuff and the pace and the space and all that. It is a offense that you can literally design that makes Ja Morant and Giannis be a seamless fit, bro. Seamless. Like, you talking about the last time we had two guys that were on the same team that were like drivers / slashers / could get to the rim at that high of a level at the same time. We're talking about probably Bron and D Wade.
Yep.
Prime Heat years, not the D Wade that came to Cleveland. Not that one. He was cooked.
Yeah.
But when they were in Miami, like, I haven't seen anything since then of two guys that can attack the rack together like that. And you talking about just the excitement that comes with it, with that teams are gonna have to really, game plan for them two dudes. And Ja's wanted a guy that he can, play off of. He loves backdoor cuts. He hasn't gotten much of it at all because this whole team can't pass. The bigs or the wings. Nobody can pass the ball. So he's forced to do so much to create while they sit and watch him, man. I would love to see them dudes play off each other. You surround them with shooting, long defenders. We talked about last week how OKC is kind of setting the mold in that regard. If you surround Ja and Giannis with just 6'8", 6'9" wings that can shoot, pass, defend, athletic, like, come on, bro, wrap it up. Wrap it up. I ain't really got much else to say on that part. We'll see what happens. If you had to bet your money, is he back in Milwaukee or is he traded at the start of next season? What you got? Real quick.
I'll say he stays and he's traded at the deadline. That's what I say. Traded at the deadline. Because I feel like he's not going
to. Dame not playing?
Because of course, I don't know Giannis, and hopefully in my media journey, I get to know him. But he just don't seem the guy that would just like, you know what, forget it, I'm out of here. Like I just don't see him. I just see him trying like to just pull it together, like you know that you seen like the Spider-Man where he like pulling the train together, or he trying to hold. I can see Giannis just trying to mean that together, and then he's like, you know what, I can't do it, bro. Like clearly, because by the trade deadline, you know, you probably know we're gonna be in the playoffs. You can see who's can like. Giannis probably averaging a 35-point double-double. He's like, bro, I just can't do it. And then he's dealt at the deadline. So,
yeah,
that's my prediction. I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I can see happening because I just don't. Giannis is so loyal to the point where I just don't see him just actively saying, yo, Giannis sweepskates, put your best offer forward. I just don't see that happening throughout the whole offseason. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah. We'll see. Marcus Jackson said, speaking of West Memphis, how did they get in the buckets in Memphis? Is not. Why West Memphis? Bro, if you go to any gas station in Memphis, it's already buckets. You just got a bunch of people outside at the pump doing crazy shit.
You just not a big. It's basically a bucket, bro. You can sell whatever. You know, they like buckets. You got whatever. You can go to any corner store in Memphis and they'll sell the same exact
you get
thing.
whatever.
It may not be the same exact product, but you can get the same thing. And maybe you may be cooked in somebody's back porch or something, but they try to step it on the curb. But you know, you can get the same thing. You know, they got beef jerky. You know, it's some people in Memphis that got some beef jerky. You know, you got some pizza. You know, people make pizza all the time. Like.
Man, we got our own buckets everywhere in the city, but you ain't got to worry about that.
Facts.
Nah, that's we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Like I said, it's just exciting to kind of talk about. Probably ain't nothing gonna come from it of at all to our benefit, but we'll see what happens, man. Like you said, I ain't trusting Zach Kleiman to do anything at this point, but we know that seat is on fire. So you choose your path, my guy. I think we're gonna hold off this Jaren conversation next week, bro. We had a lot of difficulty this week. We don't need to push this episode any further. At this point, we're right under an hour. But we appreciate y'all tapping in. Definitely let us know your thoughts on what we talked about today. Like I said, it ain't really much to go into about the Grizzlies right now. We got no updates on Coach Isolo's, coaching staff, what that's gonna look like. We have no clue what the roster's gonna look like because a season is still being played. So at this point, as long as everybody stay out of trouble, don't nobody get hurt in their workouts, we're gonna kind of just cruise through this off season, and chop it up about a couple of different topics. But other than that, man, we're gonna get up out of here. You got anything before we go, bro?
Nah, bro, that's all I got. I give y'all a shout out for sticking with us. We at almost 5:30 right now. For being we had all the technical difficulties. We appreciate y'all, still tuning in because most people are they're for late, but we gonna try. We gonna try to get consistent. We gonna try. We was both home at 6:30. We was both home at the same.
Ready, man.
We was ready, bro. But StreamYard wanted to mess us over. So hopefully next week, we get together. Y'all let us know what y'all want us to talk about because we love to suggest. We love the interaction. So y'all let us know what y'all want to see for sure.
Facts. Well, man, as we always say, man, this week, make sure y'all do something that makes you feel good, something that puts a smile on your face, something that makes you happy, because that's what it's all about, man. We're going to get up out of here. We'll see y'all next week. And as we always say, go Grizz.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the No Bluffing Podcast. If you enjoyed this